Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Before we get started, I'm actually going to be putting out another video tonight, GH related. Not gonna lie, it's kind of ghetto, but I'm literally sitting there holding my phone to my TV of me doing commentary on the different openings of General Hospital. With that being said, I know it's a little kind of ghetto, but it's really interesting to see the intros over the years, and it definitely gives you that nostalgic feeling when you hear the music and just all of it. So watch it. Let me know what you think of the intros and stuff like that, because I'm gonna be posting that later on tonight. So this episode of GH, I'm gonna be honest. This episode didn't really give me much. Felt very middle of the road. Like they had another episode that was gonna be better, but they just had to put this one out because I don't know. So Brooklyn meets up with Maxine. And Maxie's like, alright, cool, we're going to be going through this plan, and you're going to sit there and take her, and you're going to make sure she's safe. And Brooklyn goes to this whole, are you sure? Like she's hesitant. And I'm like, yo, this is your idea. What are you talking about? Like, why it look like you're backing out now? So, Brooklyn's like, well, and this is a point where Austin is about to wake up. So it's like, Brooklyn, this is now or never. What are you doing? But Brooklyn tells Max, listen, say goodbye to her. Otherwise you'll just regret it. I'm like, Brooklyn, it's just gonna be a lot harder for her to sit there and look at her child and say goodbye. It's not permanent, but I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what Brooklyn was sitting there thinking, taking so long to sit there and make up her mind and finally take the baby. But she does, and she gets in the car. She's talking to the baby, talking about, I'm going to keep you safe, this, that, and third. Mind you, she's sitting there driving, and she keeps looking back, and I'm just like, you're going to keep this baby safe, but you're not even paying attention to the road. Like, how does that work? Okay, alright. Meanwhile, I think that's his name, Austin. He wakes up, and, he's like, what happened to the baby? She doesn't say. Next scene comes in, and she's talking to Liz, and I guess they get a cubicle ready for her and stuff like that. And that's when Peter comes. And at this point, I'm like, Maxie, sell it. Sell it like your life depends on it, because in so many ways, it really does. And I guess we're going to find out tomorrow, because they really don't touch on that at all. She just sits there and looks at him. I think we're at, 2 hours. Because, each time in the beginning they show Peter falling down the stairs, or he's down on the ground, blood and everything like that, and somebody's sitting there checking his pulse. Now, we're all sitting there guessing Liz, because to be honest, who else would actually be important enough for them showing Scrubs other than Liz? So, at this point, it's like we already kind of know it's most likely going to be Liz. But we're at 2 hours now, so guess we'll just see. Now here's another scene that I felt like was just, I don't know why they do this to these characters. That's Michael and Willow. So Willow confronts Finn. Is like, yo, listen, what's going on with Chase? Is you're giving Anna these intense looks. Like, is Chase's condition a lot worse, or what's going on? So Finn is sitting there stalling, and he's about to sit there and tell her the truth. But then Liz kind of interrupts and, kind of saves him from, exposing the secret or whatever. So, at this point, Willow feels guilty for confronting Finn, and Willow feels guilty for lying to Chase. And I was sitting there saying to myself, well, in my last review, about how the the parallels between Willow Willow, Michael, and Chase, and Jake, Gabby, and Kate, you know, they can both sit there and tell, well, one person, okay, on days, Gabby wants Jake to tell, you know, her the truth about their relationship, but he's hesitant because of the whole blindness thing. Now, on General Hospital, we got, we pretty much got both of them. We pretty much got Willow and Michael just not saying anything. Because this was best for Chase to sit there and give him hope and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, you know, you can save us a lot of time, both of y'all, and just tell the goddamn truth, but we're not going to do that. So, literally, we spend, I don't know, 5 or 7 minutes of Willow sitting there kicking herself for not telling the truth, and Michael sitting there trying to, like, I don't know, ease her conscience or whatever. And I'm just like, bro, you're lying to him also. I mean, y'all weren't, like, the best of buddies, but y'all still, you know, y'all boys or whatever, like, you're still lying to him. And that's pretty much all they do, is just one person feels guilt, the other person tries to make them feel comfortable, and it just, like, doesn't go anywhere. Like, that whole scene, we could have skipped it. You could have literally skipped it, and it would have meant nothing. Because they didn't even sit there and get the answers that they were looking for. So, what was even the point of their whole scenes? And this is kind of the problem. It's like, I feel like a lot of times they're wasted, you know? They're wasted on pointless scenes like this. And we've had so many scenes of Michael and Willow in these pointless scenes. And Willow's even that they're talking about, oh, that one time that, you know, we thought that Chase overheard us. I felt so guilty. And you're still lying to him. So, like, does it even matter at this point? Like, oh my God. I feel like we're going to be sitting there going through that for at least another 3 episodes where Willow's going to feel guilty and Michael's going to sit there and be like, no, it's not that bad, you know, we're just sitting there lying to protect him, you know, because he has to feel better. And it's like, alright, bro, you tell, whatever you need to sit there and tell yourself to, you know, like, to sleep, whatever you need to sit there and tell yourself to get in a good night's sleep, you keep telling yourself that. Whatever. Now, Curtis is feeling guilty because, well, he's attracted to her. He's attracted to Portia, but, you know, at the same time, he's like, you know, how soon is too soon? You know, this is when Laura comes in, finally with his liquor license, and he's like, yeah, that's cool, thanks. Bro, she, like, hand-delivered this, and that's what you got for her? That's the type of energy that you're giving her? I get it, you know, he's kind of caught up in his feelings, but you could have put a little more enthusiasm into your, you know, your thank you or something. I mean, he thanks her later on, but it was like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, he's feeling guilty because he feels like he still portrayed Jordan, you know, even though he didn't kiss her back, he just, like, still feels guilty. And, you know, Laura sits and tries to, like, walk him through his feelings or whatever. But what it really comes down to is Laura's just like, yo, listen, talk to Portia. You know, explain to her what you explained to me. And she won't feel that, you know, she won't feel as bad. Because, you know, he feels like he messed up a friendship. He feels guilty for making Portia feel some sort of way. So it's like, dude, just be honest. Just talk to her. You know? And that's literally their whole conversation. Now, Portia is, you know, she's kidnapped, and Trina walks right in the door, and now she's kidnapped too. So, Portia decides, you know, she doesn't decide. She pretty much takes the bullet, or, you know, she's working on taking the bullet out of, Cyrus. Going through the operation and everything like that. Now, Trina, for the life of me, I do not understand what the hell she was thinking. Okay, she's all like, oh, you see, my mother could sit there and she can nick an artery and, you know, you could just bleed out. I'm watching, I was like, yo, is this chick serious? What the hell is wrong with you? He literally has a gun to you and your mother, and you feel now is the time you want to pop off. That makes sense to you. I felt like it should have been some sort of warning shot. I literally felt like it should have been some sort of warning shot. Just shoot in the air. Just see what happens. I mean, I know that it was probably not the best idea for him to do because, the cops are coming. Just to kind of let people in the room know that, who's in charge. I just, like, that type of attitude is like, I feel like somebody needs to get shot again. Well, actually, to tell you the truth, somebody did get shot, and, I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to actually die this time. I don't know. Anyway, she pulls the bullet out. He doesn't want to sit there and take anesthesia or anything like that. He's just gonna just man up pretty much. So he's kind of passed out a little bit, and Portia's phone starts ringing. So Trina gets it, and Portia sitting there on the phone, well, trying to talk to Curtis, which Curtis is sitting there, being too busy sitting there apologizing for his actions or non-actions that he took. And before Portia's able to say anything, she hangs up because, Cyrus is like, oh, it's funny, I could have swore I laid down the ground rules. No cell phones, I have a gun, I'm a bad guy. None of that registered to you? Okay. Alright, cool. That's why it was just like a warning shot. Just a warning shot, and I think the comments, it just would have been a lot more smoother. But, you see in the previews, you got, Courage is like, yo, I think something's up. Like, something doesn't feel right. So this should be pretty interesting to see what Cyrus is going to do next. Gladys wakes up, talks to Brando. They have a nice, heart-to-heart moment. He says he loves her, and I'm just like, bro, that was never a question if you loved her. The question really was, how much did she actually love you? That was really the question. But, she seems like she's going to do the right thing, and she, when Jordan comes in, she gives her statement. She says that, Jason didn't do it, and it was really Peter. So, it should be kind of interesting, because here's the thing. We see in the previews that Peter is bleeding. We don't know if he's dead or not. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure that medicine that Chase, needs, well, he's still going to need it. And if, Peter's out of commission either because he's either dead or in a coma or in the hospital, or in jail, well, they're not going to really get that, antidote. There was only two people that knew, I think, which was one was him, and two was the nurse. So, unless she's actually alive, well, Chase is screwed. That's literally what it comes down to. Chase is literally screwed. There's some scenes with, Sasha and Jordan, which, I'm going to be honest, I really didn't care about, at all. I don't know. All they really talked about was Cyrus and how much of a misogynist he is, and he wants what he wants, and this, that, and the third, and I don't know. Again, I feel like this whole Cyrus Nathir being, super obsessive about Sasha just literally came out of nowhere, but it's just like, alright, cool. Plot. Go with it. Okay. They're going to be bringing in Chase's mother, and I think his dad? Not his, bio dad, but, his dad in the next episode. Because I know some people was like, so, where's his mom and dad at? What's going on at? We didn't bother to sit there and tell him yet? What's up? So they're going to be in the next episode. I'm not going to lie. Let me just double check, because I feel like that was pretty much about it. I feel like that's about it. I know I'm missing something, but, I just felt like this episode was just kind of middle of the road. Nothing majorly happened. Nothing really, not that much stuff really moved forward. Yes, Gladys telling her official statement does get the ball rolling, and that's great. Like, she actually seems like she's going to be, like, a decent human being for once in her life. I mean, it only took, what? How old is Brianna? What, like 30 years or something like that? It only took about, like, 30-something years before, you know, she decided to actually be, you know, a decent human being. But, I guess it's better late than never. But I can't really think of anything else that really happened that was, like, really, like, major. I mean, he brought in, he brought in Franco. They brought in Austin, and Liz was like, you know, we're going to take good care of you. And I'm just like, so how many lines did it take before she stopped calling him Franco? Like, how many lines? That's literally what I want to sit there and know. And especially when Max was sitting there talking to Austin, I was about to call him Franco. How many lines did it take before they had to be like, so we good now? His name is Austin. I know he's about to call him Todd. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that was pretty much about it. Kind of like middle of the road episode. I felt like you could have just went online and got the synopsis and just kind of been like, alright, cool. I guess I could just watch tomorrow's episode and kind of get caught up. So, anyway, I'm not gonna lie, it was actually more fun doing a review towards this episode than actually watching it. Anyway, I know probably tomorrow, the next episode, be better. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be safe. And if you want, like I said, I'm putting out my reaction towards the mini intros of GH and just how they got worse over time. I mean, they started off interesting, and then towards the end, well, we get the intro that we get now, which is wow. Compared to when you watch the other intros and then you watch that one, you're just like, yo, are you serious? Like, did you stop trying? Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Be safe. And by the way, I cannot stress this enough. It is kind of ghetto, but when you hear the music and you see the intro, that nostalgia just comes right back to you. So, thanks for watching. Be safe. Catch you in the next video.